What did ancient humans do all day with no jobs? Imagine waking up thousands of years ago. No alarm clock, no boss, no emails, no traffic, no rent, no school schedule, no 9 to 5 job. At first it sounds peaceful, but then reality hits. No supermarket, no fridge, no hospital, no police, no warm house, no clean water tap. So what did ancient humans actually do all day? Were they just sitting around a fire, staring at rocks? Not exactly. Because in prehistory, not having a job did not mean not working. It meant your entire life was work, but not the kind of work we know today. There was no career. There was survival. The first job of the day was simple. Do not die. Ancient humans had to think about food, water, fire, shelter, tools, injuries, predators, weather, and the safety of the group. Every day began with questions. Where is the food? Where is the water? Is the fire still alive? Are there animals nearby? Is someone sick? Is the weather changing? Can we stay here or do we need to move? Modern humans check notifications. Ancient humans checked the world, and the world was full of information. Footprints in mud, broken branches, bird sounds, clouds, animal smells, fresh dung, smoke, wind direction. To us, these things look random. To them, they were survival signals. A huge part of ancient life was gathering food. And gathering was not easy. People had to know which plants were safe, which berries were poisonous, which roots could be eaten, where nuts could be found, when fruit appeared, and which plants changed with the seasons. A mistake could make you sick. A good memory could feed your family. This means ancient humans probably spent a lot of time walking, looking, testing, carrying, and teaching. Children were not just kids doing nothing. They were learning constantly, learning which plants to touch, which insects to avoid, which animals were dangerous, which adults knew the best places. A prehistoric child was basically in survival school every day. Then there was hunting. Hunting was not just throwing a spear and hoping. It required planning. Where did the animals go? Which way was the wind blowing? Could the group surround them? Was the animal too dangerous? Was the hunt worth the energy? A failed hunt did not just mean disappointment. It meant wasted strength, possible injuries, and maybe hunger. And even after a successful hunt, the work was not over. The animal had to be cut. The meat had to be shared. Bones could become tools. Hide could become clothing or shelter. Tendons could become cord. Nothing could be wasted. To ancient humans, an animal was not just food. It was a whole resource package. But survival was not only food. Tools needed constant attention. Stone blades broke. Wooden spears cracked. Animal skins had to be scraped. Firewood had to be collected. Shelters had to be repaired. Baskets, containers, ropes, and clothing had to be made or fixed. In the modern world, if something breaks, we buy a new one. In the ancient world, if something broke, you made it again. That takes time. A lot of time. And then there was fire. Fire was one of the most important things humans had. It gave warmth. It cooked food. It scared animals. It gave light. It helped make tools. It made the night less terrifying. But fire had to be protected. If it went out, starting it again could be difficult. So someone had to watch it, feed it, carry embers, and keep it alive. In a way, fire was like another member of the group. If the fire died, people suffered. But here is the part many people forget. Ancient humans did not spend every second in panic. They had social lives. They talked. They laughed. They argued. They played. They told stories. They taught skills. They cared for children. They helped the injured. They probably had jokes, fears, rivalries, friendships, and traditions. They were not primitive machines. They were human. And because they had no writing, memory was everything. Stories helped people remember dangers, roots, animals, ancestors, and rules. A story could entertain, but it could also save lives. Do not go near that valley. Those berries killed someone. That river floods after heavy rain. That animal attacks when cornered. Before books, knowledge lived in people. So daily life was also about teaching, watching the old, copying the skilled, learning by doing. Ancient humans may not have had jobs, but they had roles. Some people were better hunters. Some were better tool makers. Some knew plants. Some understood animals. Some were good at caring for children. Some remembered places. Some may have led rituals, healed wounds, or settled conflicts. Not everyone did the same thing all day. The group survived because different people were useful in different ways. And that is the big difference. Today, many people work to earn money. Ancient humans worked to keep the group alive. There was no weekend, but there was also no office. Their life was harder, but also more connected to the world around them. Every action mattered. Finding water mattered. Keeping fire mattered. Repairing a tool mattered. Teaching a child mattered. Sharing food mattered. So what did ancient humans do all day with no jobs? They hunted. They gathered. They made tools. They cared for children. They protected fire. They watched the land. They repaired shelters. They followed animals. They told stories. They learned. They taught. They survived. They did not have jobs like us because their job was bigger. Their job was life itself.